family, and welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Seraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray, family, that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life very much on your own terms. I've been getting several emails from my African brothers and sisters, actually mainly my Kenyan brothers and sisters, to be very honest. There's been a very disturbing trend that's been happening in Kenya recently, where women are being found dead. Off, Errol. Off. Where women are being found dead in different Airbnbs. Some are mutilated. And a lot of people have been asking what's going on, what's happening. And family, you know, there's so much, especially even just with sex, because, you know, the saddest thing about the modern day economy is that it has made the woman sell her most precious thing for money. And especially if you go to a city like Nairobi, family, and this is a conversation I've had with so many friends, you'll find that a lot, you know, that so-called soft life, a lot of people are soft prostitutes. A lot of people you would not think, a lot of people who you would think have, you know, honest jobs are actually, they're living that soft life, but it's more like soft prostitution. And I don't want to get into the morals of it or anything, because you see, a lot of people think that these Masonic men and all these other men just want women. You know, that they have so much money that they want mistresses, they want to have baby mamas and everything. You don't understand how much power these men take from women, and how much the women in their lives, the prostitutes, the young university women, how much your essence, your power, your luck, your blessings are transferred to them. One of the deepest dangers in Africa right now is the spiritual blindness and the spiritual silence of a lot of people. This has allowed the dark arts to perpetuate themselves. And one of the biggest areas where the dark arts is in human sacrifice and in human sexual activity. There are so many men, and even women, even high priests, family, because there's also a lot of high priests who will still sleep with men when they're about to do a major mission to increase their power, because the man gives the woman power. And she may do this intentionally, and there are women out there who may have started off as soft prostitutes. I'm not advocating for anything. And now they have their own empires, even in this little Kenya of ours, family. And the sexual games that are being played right now, especially because love and attraction is really not there, it's a transactional situation, it gets extremely dangerous. And so a lot of people have been asking me to comment on what I think is happening, what is behind these crazy, because a lot of very beautiful Instagram models are winding up dead. Then Nigerians have been trending for the last couple of days, because it's always Nigerian men went and took these Kenyan women somewhere, and then the next thing, this has happened or that has happened. So there's that now, you know, there's that nepotism that's being stirred up. But family, and you know, and then the Kenyan men are supporting the Nigerian men by saying the Kenyan women are loose. So there's a lot of just like, it's a very toxic environment. But family, we are on spiritual time. Just as the powers of darkness have increased, the powers of wickedness have also increased. There is so much witchcraft and sorcery that is being done, especially in Christian nations. Because at least Muslims are made aware of the jinns and this and that. But Christian nations try and suppress everything, and they're the ones who are the most exploited sexually and everything. And there are predator warlocks and wizards from all over Africa, from Tanzania, even from our own Kenyan. A lot of our politicians, a lot of our Masonic brothers, a lot of these ballers you see in these bars across Kenya are using sexual magic to get and keep their money. And they will keep you a slave where you are constantly looking for a man to pay your bills. And everyone gets sucked into this loop, family. So for me, when I looked into this story, and I don't even know why I chose to cover this story, but it is so important for our women, not just in Kenya, but across the world, and our men as well. Because women are also just as dangerous when it comes to sex magic. But I think I'll do a more personal show on this on my other my secondary channel, Dr. Mumbi Spiritual Show. Make sure you're subscribed to both, family. But the reason I'm sharing this as a newsworthy story and an indicator is because now, like, there is a lot of, like, the fact that things like sexually transmitted diseases and infections and everything is out there on such a level, and that they could even create something like HIV, family. I mean, please read AIDS, TB, and Ebola, man-made, etc., etc. Is be very, very careful with your energy, because there are a lot of rituals that are being done to, to obtain the vanities of Babylon, the makeups and perfumes and all these material, physical things of this world that glitter are hiding demons in plain sight, where you won't be able to see that someone is actually the enemy of your soul, the enemy of our collective souls. So be very, very careful how you use your energy, and be very, very intentional. But most importantly, family, remain high vibrational. The times when you could play those games, when you could be so-called promiscuous, when you could be free with your energy, those times are over, because then we were in material time. And material time had its limitations. Material time was somehow a controlled environment. But we have now moved into spiritual time, family. And in spiritual time, all dimensions exist. From the dimensions of the wicked to the dimensions of the gods and the ancient ones and the ancestors. And sex is a potent power that right now is being used to make people rich, to make people powerful, to steal people's, energy, life force, charisma. It's even been found to extend life. And if you're still going out there thinking you're going to get a man and woman who you're going to use for money, trust me, they're getting something way bigger from you in return that money cannot buy. And you will probably realize that when it's too late. Protect your energy, especially your sexual energy. It's not about putting yourself in guilt. It's not about putting yourself in shame. It's about being responsible and recognizing, family, that if there was ever a season to move in sexual wisdom, this is the season. And just remain pure, because when you're pure, family, in your intentions, even if you're just approaching someone, if you want to have a relationship with someone, I don't know, this is sounding like Dr. Mumbi's spiritual show, but even if you want to have a relationship with someone, make sure you're going into that situation with a pure intention, so that even if that person has come with the demons from the pit of hell on a full moon to try and harvest your energy, they will end up giving you the energy their energy and the energy they have taken from others. And that's a story I'll share on Dr. Mumbi's spiritual show. But family, be careful out there. Just as the angels have come out to play, the demons have also come out to play. And guys are getting desperate for that energy. They like instant energy because it's like that orgasm. Things, when you know how to use that energy, things can happen like that. But those are stories for other days. TUKO, PAMOJA.